Hey, what's up guys? It's Diego here with another Pokémon Champions battle, this time against Golderzoa. If you don't know him, go check out his channel, I will leave a link in the description. But going into the match itself, this is going to be in the singles format, so we're doing best of 3. And my team, I have a Luponi, which is kind of a gimmicky set. It's bluffing Mega Evolution, but it has some other tools. The actual Mega Evolutions of this team are Gengar and Slowbro. I also have Spathra with the Baton Pass for the Calm Minds and Speed Boost. I have a Scarf Crocodile and a Scizor. So yeah, let's go with game number 1, which I decided to lead with the Scizor. Not the best option here for me, because my opponent is going to start with a Fortress, which is physically bulky, can't take any move from my Scizor, so I'm going to go for the U-turn, pivot out of that position, go into the Spathra, as my opponent is going to set up the Stealth Rocks. So that was a free switch for my Spathra, and expecting a switch on his side, I'm going to set up a Calm Mind, as he's going to reveal the Hisuian Samurott, which is a big threat to my team because its stab moves hit for super effective damage 4 of the 6 teams of my 6 Pokemon of my team. So yeah, pretty dangerous. So I'm going to go for Dazzling Gleam. Unfortunately, Samurott will survive with 5%. And retaliate back with a Sizzle Edge. Despite this, Spathra has full investment in HP. That's a super strong move, and it's going to finish it off and set up the spikes at the same time. So now my opponent has the rocks and a layer of spikes down. I'm going to send the Scizor to revenge kill this Samurott, but he's going to preserve it, go into the Fortress again, which is going to take my Bullet Punch like nothing. Now I don't want to go for another U-turn, so I'm going to go for the close combat, which seems to be a 2-hit KO at that range. But my opponent is going to go for a Volt Switch, switch out that Fortress, and fortunately for me, this Volt Switch was 1 HP away from activating my Citrus Berry, which is pretty unfortunate. One more hit point damage and that will have activated my Citrus Berry. I'm not sure if that would allow me to leave that Acrobatics, because I was at -1 in the defense thanks to the close combat. But yeah, anyway, my Scizor is going to go down. Now my last one is the Slowbro. I'm going to reveal that this is a Mega. It can take physical hits very well, so expecting a physical move, I'm going to go for the Slack Off, regain all my health back, but now he's going to surprise me with the Hurricane. So yeah, pretty weird set. Golderzoa has me used to that kind of things. He has very creative sets, and yeah, that Talonflame mixed will leave my Slowbro at half HP after the Hurricane. Slowbro's pretty bulky and will be able to survive that super effective Sizzle Edge and retaliate with Scald. Take down the Hisuian Samurott. Slowbro is pulling all the team by knocking out both the Talonflame and Samurott, but unfortunately it's very low. And yeah, Slowbro super slow, even the Fortress cannot speed it, and at the range that I was at, Volt Switch is going to finish me down and give the first game to my opponent. So yeah, not the best start here. Now I need to win game 2 to force possible game 3. I'm going to switch things up a little bit. Spathra wasn't very useful, so I'm going to lead with the Luponi now, and I'm bringing the Crocodile because it's the Dark Resist that I have for the attacks of that Hisuian Samurott. So yeah, anyway, my opponent is going to switch lead as well, Send the Sneasler this time. Not the best thing for me because I have a normal type there, so I need to switch out fearing a close combat. Even though that Luponi has some bulk, I don't think that it can take a close combat, but my opponent is going to offer a fling and fling the light ball into the Slowbro that's coming in. It will be able to take that hit pretty well, but yeah, the light ball will paralyze me. Slowbro is pretty slow anyway, but it has the chance to get fully paralyzed now, so that's kind of dangerous. So yeah, anyway, I was expecting him to switch into the Hisuian Samurai here. That's what I want with the body press, but he stayed and set up a Swords Dance, and then decided to attack with the Dire Claw. It's going to do a lot of damage at +2, but Slowbro is pretty bulky, will be able to survive and retaliate with a super effective Psychic that will deal with that Sneasler. Now he's going to send this Samurott. I know that I cannot take a hit at that range, so I'm going to send the Luponi as he goes for the Cecil's Edge. It's a 2-hit KO, and he's going to outspeed me, revealing that the Samurott has the Choice Scarf equipped. That's good information to have, but now I'm in a bit of trouble. I'm going to send my Crocodile, which is also Scarf. I'm not sure if it is faster or slower than the Samurott, but anyway, my opponent is going to switch out, send a Alakazam, which is going to survive the Earthquake with the Focus Sash. So yeah, I was expecting the Alakazam to be a Mega. I think in Team Preview it was the only Pokemon on my opponent's team that had the option to Mega Evolve, so no Mega Evolutions on my opponent's team. So yeah, anyway, Crocodile will finish off the Alakazam with an Earthquake. Here comes the Samurott, which is going to outspeed my Crocodile, so probably it's a Jolly nature. My Crocodile is Adamant. I'm not sure about the speed tiers of those two, but yeah. The Aqua Cutter is going to finish off the Crocodile, and Slowbro will survive that. So yeah, good thing that he was locked into that move. I wasn't expecting to survive anyway at that range that I was at. Slowbro was very low, especially after the spikes damage, but fortunately for me, it was able to survive. With a couple of Flak Off, I'm going to be on a safe range where now I can start attacking. I'm going to reveal the Body Press, which with a critical hit is going to finish off the Samurott. Not that the crit matter, because yeah, I could take those Aqua Cutters for days. So yeah, game 2 is for us, so we are moving to a third and final game to decide who will win this series. So yeah, if you're enjoying up to now, don't forget after watching this video to leave your comments, your like, any feedback is greatly appreciated. So yeah, anyway, for game 3, I'm going to use the same 3 Pokemons. I'm not expecting the Sneasler to be the lead of my opponent this time, so I'm going to go with the Luponi again. But my opponent this time is going to lead with the Alakazam. I think that I can leave one hit from Alakazam, so I'm going to stay, but he's going to switch out and reveal the Azumarill this time, which wasn't brought in the 2 previous games. But yeah, with the Baton Pass, I'm going to get the Switch Initiative, send my Slowbro, which can take physical hits, and now I will Mega Evolve, as my opponent is going to set up with the Belly Drum. Fortunately, he didn't have the Citrus Berry, so at this range, a Psychic from my Mega Slowbro will be able to finish off the Azumarill, which would have been a huge threat after that Belly Drum, but yeah, fortunately the Psychic was enough. Now he's going to send Alakazam. I will switch out fearing a Shadow Ball, send the Luponi again, but he's going to really nice Plot. So yeah, now this Alakazam has +2, also a huge threat. Fortunately for me, the Luponi will survive the Psyshock with some HP and be able to get the Encore So now this Alakazam is locked into the Psychic Boom, which will allow me to go into my Crocodile for free, as it's immune to Psychic attacks. So yeah, anyway, now he's going to switch out. I went for the safe knockoff here, as he's going to send Talonflame. Talonflame does not have an item. I didn't realize that at the moment of this match, so I switched it out expecting the second knockoff to do less damage, but yeah, if I was paying more attention, I would have stayed and finished it off. But yeah, anyway, I send the Lopunny as fodder, and then the Slowbro, which is going to dodge the Hurricane. That will allow the Slowbro to take down the Talonflame with a Scald and be at full HP. Now the last Pokemon of my opponent is this Alakazam. It will set the Nasty Plot again, but this will allow me a free hit with another Scald, which will break the Focus Sash of the Alakazam. Now the Alakazam will outspeed me, and with a +2 Energy Ball will take down my Slowbro, but yeah, I still have the Crocodile in the back, which has the Choice Scarf, so it can easily outspeed and knock out the Alakazam at that range, and that will give me the third game and this match against Golderzoa. So yeah, good game, Golderzoa. I really enjoyed playing with you. This guy uses a lot of creative sets like that Talonflame with a Hurricane and Acrobatics. So yeah, don't forget to check out his channel. So yeah, anyway, that's going to be it for today. Leave your feedback as always, and we'll see you next time. Peace.